Welcome to Off the Cuff with Des and Zane.
I'm your host, Carissa Des.
I'm your host, Zane Thomas.
We'll be talking to you about the local Portland music scene.
And everything in between.
Catch us live
at 11 a.m. every Sunday morning, Pacific Standard Time.
On Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
And you can check out edited episodes on Spotify.
And we are here with...
VIDead, Pill, and OG Baby Blu Benz. How's it going?
Thank you so much for being here. How's everybody doing today?
Doing amazing. I'm glad to be here.
Really excited to be on your show.
Absolutely, yeah. We're excited to have you. We actually have a music video that we're debuting, so stick around for that.
Always new shit on our show,
dude. You hear it here first.
Exactly. If you want to hear things first, come here.
Yes, come here. Come here first.
Exactly.
But I just wanted to talk to y'all a little bit about what y'all are doing. So I'm going to start with you. Do you mind if I call you Xavier? Or do you want to be VIDead?
You can call me Xavier.
Xavier, okay. Excellent. So tell me about a new role that you started taking on.
Okay, so Rainbow City was a very small venue, southeast, and we wanted to expand the business, and I started DJing with them when I was really first coming up.
Sure.
And just, they're going through a lot of stuff as a business, and there was bad noise ordinances in that area. So I stuck with the owner and just ended up working with her. And then, we ended up moving into a much larger venue, just kind of like Dead Center in Portland in Chinatown.
Yeah, no, it's a super dope venue. If you have a chance to go check it out,
Des, get on Rainbow City.
Yeah, so I'm just honored that we have a part of that, and I just know there's a lot of gatekeeping and a bunch of stuff in Portland.
Sure.
It's hard to get into 45
Especially
East.
For people of color.
It's really hard to get into 45 East and Roseland and a lot of these big venues. So what better way to then just start like a venue that is pretty adequate. You can have visuals, you can have bigger shows.
It's like
you could do big
to small artists.
Exactly, and it gives people a way up because that's one thing I found difficult as like a producer and DJ was I was trying to find spots and places to get into where I could showcase my visuals and do like a bigger show, and it was like almost impossible.
So it sounds like you were able to just kind of like create your own space instead of going to spaces and trying to get into them. You created your own space that now they want to get into.
Exactly. Yeah. If the idea was like no one else is gonna do it, so I might as well try to do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so it's exciting.
No, that's super dope. And you'd mentioned visuals, so you're also an artist yourself.
So I've been producing for like almost 12 years now, and that was my main focus. And then eventually, when I started like taking it really serious, just this year, I branched out to DJing and doing the live stuff because it was time.
Yeah.
And I realized pretty early that if you have visuals as a DJ, it just brings up your sets just a significant amount. So I've been this whole year stockpiling stuff, hiring people to do visuals for me.
Yeah. What's been sort of the process on that, like as far as like getting somebody to create like animations and stuff like that for your music? Has that been like kind of nerve-wracking, or you're like, this isn't quite it?
So I've come across some visuals that are just like they're all right, and some visual guys are better than others, and some are really, really expensive. I found one guy. His name is Nick G. Wisdak. I'm gonna plug him right now.
What's his name?
Sorry?
What's his name?
Nick G. Wisdak. And you can find him on Instagram. He's been coming
Spelled
up pretty
how it
good.
Sounds?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
How does it sound?
But he's been awesome. Yeah. All visuals are expensive, but there's the amount of work he puts into it, and like how he's on the ball, and like he wants to communicate, and he's willing to consistently work. And then he doesn't do it for like super, super expensive, and he's like really willing to help out artists like me. Like that's amazing. Yeah. And it's hard to come across really good visuals for something that's like under $1,000.
Yeah.
I can vouch for that. I've seen the visuals. They're great.
Yeah.
So.
I wanted to talk to you all as well. So are you, as far as I know, are you helping out with like booking and stuff like that? Like it's got to be like a team, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So I have been trying to get a couple artists I know out in LA to come down here and start performing at Rainbow just to get it a little bit more hype. I've contacted like Death Proof. They're supposed to come out here. Ouija Mac, I just got in contact with him, so he's supposed to be out here if everything goes as planned. And yeah, I'm really just trying to build up other artists and people I know to really get in Rainbow and start really promoting it, so that we can build this community of a bigger music scene in Portland.
Yeah, that's amazing.
For me, really, like I like to go in and like throw events a lot of times. So like Rainbow City is just like the best opportunity to really go in and throw an event. Actually, I might have one coming up soon with a couple of buddies. What is it? I could pull it up actually. So they're really just like going in and like I don't know, working with the venue itself and like Strawberry and Xavier. It's like getting to know them is like a great opportunity because I could present my idea to them for just like easier than having to go ahead and contact a whole bunch of people. I could just like simply just contact them and get something going.
Do you guys have a pretty big team, or is it just like you three and Strawberry Pickle, or is it kind of like a wider
So there's a
network of
couple
people?
owners. My business partner Deshay, or Shay Guapo. He's been awesome. We're actually housemates.
Okay.
Met him.
Do you guys hate each other yet?
No, we're actually really, really good friends, along with business partners. And I work on dubstep and EDM. He is more of a rapper, a producer. He produces his own stuff. So it's really cool. Like, we both have different music perspectives, but we both work well with each other.
Yeah, that makes all the difference.
Yeah, and it's awesome. And we keep friendship aside from business, and it just works very smooth. Yeah, and so we're business partners. We work well with each other. We have Strawberry Pickle, who's one of the owners, and Vin is one of the owners. So there's
And Strawberry
there
Pickle
might be
kinda does
one
a little
more
bit of
owner,
everything
but
too, right?
it's pretty much us four, like, pretty involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Actually, speaking of which, this actually isn't connected, and I don't know why I said speaking of which, but I did just remember that I wanted DJ OG Baby Blu Benz to actually set us off right with a song. All right, you think you're ready to do that?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Let's
Let's
get
get into it.
into it. Let's do it.
ready.
Let's get into it. Oh, okay. So this song is "Nigga in Blue" by OG Baby Blu Benz.
Woo, hey.
Get it.
Oh, what you gonna do to the nigga in blue? What you gonna do to the nigga in blue? Oh, going back to the nigga in gold. Going back to the nigga in gold. Going back with the money that I stole or the packs that I sold. Oh, what you gonna do to the nigga in blue? What you gonna do to the nigga in blue? Oh, going back to the nigga in gold. Going back to the nigga in gold. Going back with the money that I stole or the packs that I sold. Big bankroll on a nigga, I can never fold. Fuck a stake home, my money need to grow. Gotta lay low, cuz the packs on the stove. On my way to the corner store. In the OG Baby Blu Benz, till the baby hop in. Text all of her friends, give a fuck if the day's in. They gotta make mines before I waste time. Heading to the line, what's yours is mine. With the mindset that I can never wait. Get that cake, said I'd ask for a nigga like me. Iced out, blue teeth, gold chain, gold teeth. Now these niggas hate me. So what does that mean? Pockets full of green, cha-ching. Fly nigga once I step up in the scene. Die nigga, I'ma get you for the cream. Suicide with your lines, what you mean? Touchdown with the team, re-up, that was easy. I'm back on the block with Young Easy. Handful of guac, cause we set it up shop. I grab me a Glock just in case. I ain't catch the case through the race. On my way to the bay with your bay. Stay the fuck out my face unless you got the K. Bitch, oh.
Hey.
Bitch, oh. Yeah. And that's just how it go.
Woo.
Yeah, one more time. My name is OG Baby Blu Benz, and we are off the cuff.
Yeah, we are.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
we are. That was that. Yeah, no, that's
Thank you. That was amazing.
Thank you.
I have a question right off the bat. What is the importance of the color blue to you? Is it just your favorite color, or?
Yeah. So really like, so a lot. Actually, I would say for a lot. So with my family, my mom, her favorite color was baby blue.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, which is kind of funny. My it's not really funny actually. My dog had passed away and his name's Blue.
Aw.
So like, and he was like a pit bull, like a purebred type shit like that. And I was just like, I just had to incorporate myself. I am Blue now. Like he's gonna live through me type.
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I was wondering if it was kind of like a sad kind of emo thing, which I mean it's kind of like a mix of a bunch of stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Basically. Yeah, there's a lot to do with it. Just Blue. Yeah, a lot of my family like was associated with the color blue and stuff like that. So kind of stuck with it.
I was like, is he a Crip? Not sure.
Yeah.
If you are, it's cool too.
Yeah, my family definitely associates themselves around a lot of Crips.
No, I think that's super dope that you were able to take part of like your part of like your family influence and part of even like like a pet that meant a lot to you and been like, you know what, how do I make that live through my name and something that like is gets repeated and represents me.
Yeah, it's kind of like throw my whole name means like it's like OG baby. I'm a old soul in a young body, so it's OG baby and Blue and Benz because Mercedes Benz. I love Mercedes.
Your favorite
Benz.
car?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah. That was off the cuff.
I have another question. What message are you hoping to portray with your music? This is a question for everybody.
Actually, I was just actually talking about this the other day, and I feel like I really put it into good words the way I was explaining it. So I really want to say it the way exactly like how it is. I mean, this is kind of just like it regardless. But so basically, what I really want to do when I'm being impacted by music, it's just like, hold on, just give me like 5 seconds. You could totally go ahead.
Yeah, I'll explain mine. I guess in my music, I'm trying to interpret a story every time. Each of my songs is the way I express myself. So most of my songs are based off real life events that happen. I notice when I collaborate with other artists, I'm literally speaking to them in my music, and most of the time they're responding right back to me. And it's cool because I can show a song to someone and say, oh, this is when this event happened, and this is why I'm saying this in this song. And so each of them are a story to me, and they help me. Most of my songs are about people. So when I meet people, I like to make them into music because I like to capture what I felt with them.
Yeah.
Kind of capture their essence in a song.
Yeah. No, that's definitely really cool that you
I
find
think that's
a way.
pretty unique.
Yeah. Well, just like communicating with the artist. Like sometimes it feels like a song is just like, I'm doing my song, you're doing your song, and we just happen to be doing songs together, but like just being able to have like that dialogue, I think is really cool.
Yeah. And I find that, even when I'm working with an artist, if there's any type of conflict, we resolve that conflict in our songs together, which is amazing.
Like
It's
freestyle
really
battles.
Cool. Yeah.
You just rap battle each other.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's dope.
Do you freestyle? Because you're mentioning that you wanted to freestyle to our opening song. Is that something that you normally do?
That's something I've been dabbling in recently. I'm not saying I'm good at it.
Let's go. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, no.
Cypher.
Yo, we're kicking up that beat right now. Dun 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 dun.
That'd be fire though. Honestly, like a little cipher, like a little cipher on the.
Yeah, we did that before.
Yeah, we done it.
So what about you all? Do you freestyle?
I'm a dubstep producer, so no, not so
Hey,
much.
I mean, it
I'll
could be like a side
freestyle
thing.
some stuff on
Fuck
some
if you did
CDJs,
it,
yeah,
though.
sure, but no, I'm not a vocalist.
Freestyle the dubstep? That sounds sick.
Right?
So-
Go ahead.
So again with the question,
What message are you
message.
trying to portray?
Okay,
with your
yeah.
music or
So,
hoping
like,
to portray?
so what I was saying was I see myself working with like with fashion and like digital content, not only with music. So music would be a stepping stone type for me to allow my creativity allowing my creativity to be everywhere.
Gotcha.
So like not only
Just like spreading it.
yeah, so
What's inside of your head to the
world
kind of
basically.
thing?
So like not only like from like just online for my songs, I want to like have people and stuff in people's houses on their body, like clothing and stuff like that, so they can feel the impression that I'm trying to give off. And not only that, like I see myself being a pioneer to the youth upon my upbringing, like the way down the road, the years down the road, like I'll be able to talk for generations upon it. Like I want to make sure like my basically my carbon footprint is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
and be kind of like a style icon in the process.
Yeah.
Like working with other artists too, like you know, like Kanye, you know, who already have their you know foot inside the industry will be great.
He's got his whole leg inside the industry.
Literally. So like not only that, it's like I want to work with like a lot of younger like new artists too, like not super new artists, like because they've been in the game for a lot now, but like like for example like Lil Yachty or like Ian Connor.
I met Lil Yachty.
Like
you should definitely bring me along when you work with Lil Yachty.
Definitely. yeah, like I want to like
Dez.
I'll have your back.
Definitely, yeah. Like
he remembers me.
Got you. And then, not only that, it's just like what was it? What producers also. So like and like I'm like I want to be like very experimental with stuff. So like being around Xavier, who's into dubstep, like right now I'm like really into like hyper pop music, you know, like all types of like dreamcore. Huh? Yeah, I love Rico Nasty. Shout out Rico Nasty. Shout out Honey Gangs. Shout out all
I was
them.
listening to her on the way over here.
Rico Nasty is the GOAT. So
and a style icon too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Something I found really cool is how versatile all the artists I've been working with are. Like every single person I've been working with, I've been going from pop to rap to dubstep to all these different things.
Funk to R&B and soul.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere in Portland. And it's so easy to connect with other artists and work with them and find like this middle ground of where your two styles connect. Which is, I see it constantly at Rainbow. I see it like with every artist around me.
I definitely do feel like the music scene is developing a little bit more, at least recently. I've been watching it.
It's all kind of like all the different styles seem to be like meshing. With
Exactly. Yeah.
What about you? What's the thing that you're trying to portray?
I'm gonna try to keep this short. It's hard to portray the same messages if you're not like a singer. So I have to do it kind of through my own experience. I'm gonna keep this story really, really short. But May 13th of 2019, I had like a really crazy near-death experience that left me paralyzed from my waist down.
Oh wow.
And I had to learn how to walk again for a couple years.
Wow.
And that near-death experience gave me bad PTSD for a bit. Like I would turn into a hypochondriac. Like I was afraid of dying constantly, just because I went to the closest you possibly could. Like my heart would stop for 2 hours. Making it out practically unscathed, and the fact that I can walk now is no short of a miracle. So like I was traumatized from that for a bit. Wasn't making music at the time, just doing a lot of therapy, trying to get through it. And then I went to Bass Canyon last year, which is my favorite festival, and I had an experience there that was like that really reminded me about like what I wanted to do with my life. Were you on
mushrooms?
It was Molly. I'll be honest.
Can't ask that kind of
but
question.
Now I understand why.
Allegedly.
Now I understand why though, that it's like so far in its clinical trials in the FDA right now for PTSD, because it really did make me realize like, oh, this is what I wanted to do, and it gave me like a sense of like,
that's powerful.
It reminded me of my purpose.
That's extremely powerful.
And it is what got me to fully commit to my music.
That's
and
awesome.
It also made me realize like that fear of death is also like a really good reminder of like what it's like to be alive.
Yeah.
And it was so powerful. And like there was this Excision song that was playing. I think it's Oxygen, Excision, Mullion, Trivecta. And it was weird. The role wasn't like super euphoric at the time. It was like everything was just crystal clear, and just like I could see things very objectively. Aside from fear, and
it gave you kind of like that step back from all of your feelings.
Exactly. And it made me so. It's just like I felt everyone's like happiness at one point. And I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
And so through my music, why I'm called VIIDead. It was originally supposed to be 7 Deadly Sins, but that's an anime, and I didn't want to get confused with that shit. So
should see what happened with Off the Cuff.
So 7 Dead was more or less like there are 7 deadly sins, but it's like I'm still afraid of like dying without like living my dream and like reaching my full potential. So like by having death and like all that like scary shit at the forefront, for me that's how I deal with my trauma. That's how I deal with like, you know, again, like when I'm reminded of like death, it makes me like more appreciate being in the moment and that I'm alive right now. And that's what I'm trying to portray through my music.
For sure. That was something that like I had heard was just kind of like there's some monks that will kind of like do like a death meditation, and it's like keeping the idea of death at the forefront of your mind allows you to live, because it's like we try to run away from death. We're afraid of it. We try not to think about it, but it's like the reminder that it is a real thing allows you to live your life fully and with the intent and knowledge that like someday it could end. It could end today, it could end tomorrow, but like I think that's really cool that you were able to take you know, such a life-changing experience and use it to create, you know, more of yourself and be somebody who lives with intent. So
right. And if that experience did not happen to me, I wouldn't be as strong as I am today. I don't think I would have fully committed to my dreams, honestly. So like
sometimes that's what it takes. That's really cool.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they say that you should live every day like it's your last, but it's really hard to do that when you can't really picture what death looks like. So I think having that experience makes you realize like this is what it is.
I also spent years like being in a wheelchair, like realizing that I took standing up and being able to run or being able to just grab like a cup from like the drawer. Like I took those things for granted for so long. And even today, now I'm starting to take those things for granted still, because it's like you're so used to a way of life and this and that, and you know, you just have to appreciate like the smallest things.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I definitely am trying to live like that for sure. Speaking of death, we asked this question on our last episode, and I thought it was pretty fun. What is your hell loop song? Like if you were going to be tortured with a song in hell.
For forever. What is the song that
what
they
is
would
the one
play?
song that would be playing? Mine was Lou Bega number 5.
Wait, what is it?
Lou Bega number 5 or
Mambo
Mambo number
5.
5 by Lou Bega. Yes.
It would be from Deftones. I experienced this on a bad trip on acid, and I felt like the devil was around me.
Allegedly.
It's Deftone. I think it's not Dracula.
Not Bored. Not Breathe.
The song's so fucking fire though.
I would say Brand New Keys by...
Who is it?
You know the song's like, I got a brand
new pair of roller skates. That's funny. That's your
That's
your,
yeah, it's so...
your hell loop song.
yeah, it is.
I can
could
see
listen
that.
to that all day, every day, and I'll just be there happy listening to that.
But what's
This
gonna...
is hell. What's gonna torture you?
But what's gonna torture you?
Is you love it and it would torture you.
But you like
fair
being
enough.
tortured. Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't have like
Actually,
a
masochist.
I was just talking about this
that.
yesterday. Like, I want the aesthetic of hell, but I want the feeling of heaven when I die.
Ooh, okay. I want to be able to smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, I want to see fire and things exploding and like crazy demons, but I also want to be happy and not be tortured. You know?
See,
You can have that.
I don't have like a least favorite song that would like make me hate my life more down there, but if
You don't
it
have,
was
like, an
like
annoying-ass song?
tiptoe through the like that
That's a
song,
good
Oh,
one,
that's
yeah.
creepy. That would be
that's
so
creepy as fuck, and like would, like definitely be the
Torture
worst
you.
on just repeat.
Yeah.
Thanks Insidious for that fucking.
Mine's Happy
Oh,
Birthday. Yeah. Just
And many
a hell
more.
loop of
Oh
Happy
my god, I think you won.
But I keep getting more embarrassed every time it loops.
Yeah, I mean, does anybody ever not get embarrassed when somebody's singing that song?
Yeah.
Like, is
Who's
it-
like, yes,
is
they're
it
singing
pretty-
my
is it pretty
name
common?
and my
Because
birthday.
I know I'm
A
like,
3-year-old.
no matter how old I am, like even like now I'm just so confident when people are singing happy birthday to me. I just don't know what to do with my hands. I'm
Yeah,
like, do I
yeah.
smile? Do I sing along?
Do I smoke a cigarette? What do I do?
Exactly.
You have to act like a narcissist and sing it along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm singing happy birthday to myself.
Yeah,
Happy
exactly.
birthday to me.
Yeah, happy birthday to
Happy
me.
birthday
Yeah,
to me.
that's the only way to handle it.
So I wanted to ask, guys. So you guys are you're working on a song. We have a music video. I'm really excited to show everybody that. But I wanted to ask, as far as like collaboration, is this something that you've collaborated before? Like how do y'all even know each other?
Actually, the song that we had the video to was our first song ever together.
First song
Damn,
collaborating.
and it was so fire. You're like, we gotta
I
fucking
said we
print
had-
this
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no cap. It was like we did this shit in like, writing and recording it wasn't like
couple
Just
hours.
a couple hours?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it came
like-
so
That's it?
naturally to
Yeah.
us.
Wow.
Yeah, I just met him. I saw him perform before, and I was like, oh, he's really good.
Yeah.
I saw him at the studio that I go to, and I was like, hey, let's make a song.
What studio is that?
Page Street.
Page Street.
Page Street.
Shout
Yeah,
out again.
Sound Lab.
Shout
Yep.
out. Page
Shout
Street.
out
Shout
Page
out
Street. They're the best.
Frankie.
Shout out Frankie, man.
Yeah,
Frankie's my
Frankie.
dude.
He's the
He-
guy.
this is a second shout out on the show.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, we're keeping track.
Yeah,
There's a tally
Frankie.
mark.
Yeah, Frankie is.
How do we
awesome
find
guy.
Frankie?
And if you're trying to
Just
go to
make
Page
good
Street
music,
Sound Lab.
yeah, Page Street.
Page Street
He
on
works
Instagram.
really, really hard, and you could tell he's passionate
Like-
about what he does, which is so important.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He'll give you a bang for your buck. Let me tell you, like he
Yeah.
puts so much time and effort into each artist.
What if I don't need an energy drink?
Oh, bang!
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, what were you saying?
That's the name of this studio now is Bang. By the way,
Yes, absolutely.
we
Yeah,
just-
so welcome to Bang.
yeah, this is
Uh,
actually the first time we're telling the world. So
yeah.
you heard it here first.
Heard it here first,
This is
folks.
Bang. No, seriously though. I know I joke a lot about having bands and starting a boy band. I'm not actually joking about those things,
Yeah.
and I'm not joking about the name of our studio. It's actually a thing.
So this is the most bang for your buck that you're gonna get. Yeah, no, that's super dope. That so you met at Page Street and you're like, yo, I really enjoy your stuff. How do we collaborate? And did you do
Did you collaborate that day?
Yeah, did you
Yeah.
collaborate at that studio?
Sorry.
Well, like, no, it was like a few days.
We
after.
saw each other in and out of the studio, and then he has great energy. Let's be real. He,
Sure,
he's
sure.
he has great energy. He's a really good person to be around, and that's the kind of artist I want to be around. Is people who build me up, and he brought that to the table. We started making music together, and this is our first song. We have nothing
Yeah.
else together, and so
Yeah.
there's definitely more to come.
Yeah.
So
Just
do you
saying.
plan on collabing again in the future?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Most
Cool,
definitely.
cool.
If you'll have me.
That leads
If
me
you
to the
will.
question before we actually listen to your song is how do you see your music evolving in the future? Like, do you see yourself like in 5 years making the same type of music, or do you see
doing a
yourself
funk
somewhere
album?
else?
I want my
Or where do you see yourself performing? Like, who do you want to be collaborating with, like, big time?
Yeah.
Also.
Right now, I'm starting from the bottom and reaching to the top. I'm working with as many Portland artists as I can.
Mhm.
People with good sound, people with good intentions. I'm trying to get in every single genre to
Yeah.
expand
Sure.
my world, in the music scene. And like I said, I'm bringing out LA artists and trying to collaborate with them.
Mhm.
Hopefully in the future, I can get where I want to be, which is
Where is that?
Yeah.
like Billie Eilish.
Okay.
I want
That's-
to be like that.
That's a great dream. I
Yeah.
love Billie Eilish, and she is like very versatile. Like she can sing any genre of music, and people love it.
Yeah.
Like just
That's one of
her
my
voice
biggest-
and her. For me, it's like she has a great voice, but you can feel her energy and her presence in her music.
Yes.
You know?
Absolutely, and I'd love
Absolutely.
to
Yeah.
be able to get to that point.
Absolutely. Awesome. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, really a lot of the same. Like I'm like just very, very, very versatile with it. Like I'm probably gonna be like in space recording.
Hell yeah!
Fuck yeah.
Take me
some,
with you.
like,
That's a real
Little
thing.
with Little
like-
Yachty
Little
in
Yachty.
space. Let's go.
and universe too.
Yeah.
Universe, Branson Universe.
Leave
Yep,
the planet
I
with
mean,
universe. That's wild.
He told me that I was actually hoping that he was coming with you.
I know.
Or they, them pronouns, I think, right?
Yeah.
We're coming with you because, anyway, we did an interview, but like the lighting was bad and the sound was bad. So I wanted to interview them again. But they said that they actually came here from another planet. So I could definitely see them like performing in space.
I believe that. When
I
I,
do
met
too.
them, I was like,
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
is unique.
Not from
Shout
this
out.
world. Yeah.
Shout
just-
out.
Shout out
way.
Branson
Yes.
Universe. Shout out Baby Universe.
Me too.
Yeah.
This person
Shout
is in a
out.
skin suit.
But yeah, I definitely see myself. Yeah, like definitely just making a lot of different shit. Like I might be doing straight up reggae. Like here soon. If it's not country. Like I really don't care. Like I want to like I said, like the way me getting into the music industry will be a big stepping stone. And I want to come here and be a counterculture and take and just come in totally different. You know, and like not saying like because when it comes to like coming in different, when you come in from having a lot of like what is it it's the most easy word.
But
Inspiration.
okay, I want to say that like counterculture is now like pop culture. You know,
Ooh,
like that style.
that.
Like Machine Gun Kelly, we were just talking about him. Like he, you know, has pink hair and he has like tattoos and like jewelry and shit. Like that is now mainstream. Like
not
that
having
style.
tattoos is more counterculture.
Well, no,
than,
like so you're trying to bring an even like newer, like more counterculture type vibe.
Yeah.
How are
definitely.
you gonna? What are you gonna bring that's different?
Well, okay, so when it comes to like music, obviously like making all types of music, you know, the image, I guess your image itself, I guess that would have to change, you know, like it's really is what I'm really trying to do is inspire like people to like really move, basically different from the norm, whatever the norm is, you know. So like, and then it could be like at this moment like pop culture. I guess that would be the norm now. So like let's move away from that. Like I want to continue excelling forward from the norm.
Yeah.
Keep evolving. Yeah.
Yeah. And real quick before we do this music video, how do you see yourself evolving in the future?
Well, it's hard to say. I feel like I'm kind of like at my peak right now. Just I'm definitely the best at producing dubstep. It's just way more different. I grew up learning guitar.
Sure.
As my first instrument, and I got really good at like learning metal and just like learning all sorts of type of
metal and
rock,
metal
whatever.
and dubstep are very much like and if you can combine them,
right?
I'll
And
lose
just
my
like
mind.
progressive rock, metal, and just like I loved that stuff as a kid, and then I taught myself piano for a really long time, and I kind of went into more of like the melodic stuff, and then I started producing dubstep like a long time ago, and it was like on my dad's computer, and it was like nothing was bought.
FL Studio,
massive
What
back
does
in
that
the
mean?
day.
it's DAW. It's like Ableton.
Okay,
Pro
speak
Tools.
English.
Okay,
'cause
so
I don't know what you're
FL
talking about.
It's a
FL Studio.
music making program.
So FL Studio is pretty much a audio workshop. It's like a giant like program where you organize all your sounds, you record everything. Like that's like its main purpose.
Okay,
And
I
then,
feel like the whole like music language is like a whole.
I know. I
language.
realize I'm like
It's
it's a DAW, and I'm like that
We were
makes
just
sense.
talking
like
about
an AP
that.
2150. I'm like, yeah, I totally know what that means. But go on.
yeah, but it was, a lot of that stuff was pirated at the time. And
Oh yeah, allegedly.
fucked up my dad's computer. So he ended up deleting all that stuff.
Oh,
And
no.
I took me a bit to then get the programs again, and then
Yeah.
it was so much
They're
work to
expensive.
get back into dubstep, and I don't think I was skilled enough to really do it well. So then I went to making beats and like really doing all that, and I learned a lot throughout the years from doing that.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then I only really picked up dubstep again, not even a year ago.
Wow.
After my Bass Canyon
Yeah.
experience,
Yeah.
because I just felt more at my core, and it felt more flexible when it came to like my roots, when it came to like metal.
Yeah.
And
It's heavier genres.
yeah,
and-
it's heavier and it brings more energy.
yeah. energy,
And honestly, I
breakdowns.
loved the challenge of like learning how to produce it and do it well, because
It can be done
this
poorly
is
so
nothing
easily.
against. This is nothing against. Beats are super fun, and they can get really complicated, and they can be really awesome.
but
But for
must
me,
be.
they became a little too simple for
Simple.
my brain.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a little too repetitive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And dubstep more or less can come up to like you have to really like build tension with it. You have to
tension
have
release.
drops. You have to almost have breakdowns. You have to
Mm-hmm.
like really bring people through this thing, and it's never
Like a
just
whole
something on
ride.
repeat. It's
Yeah.
progressive,
Mhm.
and
Exactly.
like that was more interesting and creative to me.
He's
And
really
so-
good at capturing that.
Well, now I want to
Yeah.
listen to your music.
Yeah, I was
How do we
gonna say-
find your music? Are you on Spotify?
I'm on Spotify,
Okay.
Apple Music, SoundCloud.
What's your name on there? Is
VIIDead, Seven
Okay.
Dead.
Very cool, very
or
cool.
And
maybe
you can find
maybe
me there
while
on Instagram as well. So
yeah.
hell yeah.
Favorite talented.
And last part of that question was, who would you see yourself in 5 years performing with that you'd be like?
I did it.
all the
Yeah.
big boys.
Or you made
I
it.
expect
Alex.
I expect myself to be playing a Bass Canyon Lost Lands.
Don't say
these
Bass
really
Nectar.
these really big festivals. Maybe in Cancun. Play Excision just built a festival there. It looked so
with
fun.
Excision.
And I definitely want to meet him and work with him. Sullivan King, which he's really good.
Oh, that dude's super.
He's
dope.
so good at like getting that metal feeling.
Fusion
And,
done well.
And I've been looking for people in Portland who are like really good at that type of like screaming.
Yeah,
it's been hard to find.
Echo the Savage, which I think one of you two
yeah.
have worked with, right?
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Right.
Yeah.
I'd rock with that.
He's gonna be on our show
Yeah,
soon.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to be playing at bigger festivals. I also want to build another music venue that's like, it's not Rainbow City, but it's, you know, kind of similar and maybe like, you know,
Colorless
just slightly
town.
different stuff. Yeah, just
I'm so sorry.
just
I just said colorless town.
The opposite of Rainbow
Rainbow
City.
City.
My head, and then I was like,
I'm sorry. I don't know.
that's exactly
Like
what we're
no
gonna call
color,
it.
it's just everything's gray.
Yeah, gray
the
town.
opposite of Rainbow City.
Yeah.
No
Maybe-
glow in the dark anything.
Maybe I want to start like a collective or like some sort of label, something.
Yeah.
I want to. So Excision did this really cool thing. I don't know I think it was a month ago, but where he chose 10 people and gave them 10K for like submissions and people who are like not very privileged, people of, you know, people of color, people of all sorts of backgrounds, people that really needed the 10K to start their career.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people submitted, and he chose 10 people and
That's
gave them
super
10K
dope.
and sponsors. And like,
That's awesome.
that's unheard of in the music business.
Yeah.
And to see that is just like, is so beautiful.
Yeah,
and
we
like,
got to build each other
so
up.
inspiring. And that's kind of like the same idea as what Rainbow City is right now. So it's
absolutely.
like, I want to keep up that trend.
Yeah.
Like that, I think that'd be really
Supporting
cool in
other
5
artists.
years
Yep.
if I was able to get to a really good spot and play at these big places. To
How do I
bring
get
up other
somebody
artists
else?
just like me?
Yeah. And I
my-
think Rainbow City is really great for networking too,
Absolutely.
which you kind of alluded to that, like meeting other artists to collaborate with. And
I've collaborated with Xavier. We did a really great song that's not out yet. Collaborated with Shay Guapo. He's a great artist too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, and I'm a little bit of a hard ass when it comes to business, and maybe I shouldn't be like this. I don't know, but like for me, one of my stipulations is it's like if you really, really, really want to be like working, is like you got to really, really show that you really want to work.
So that
And
you want it
you
and show up.
actually,
Yeah.
it's not just for clout. It's not just for
Yeah.
like an image. It's not just for the money. It's like this is what you're living
Because
for.
you can't live without it.
Yeah.
Like for me, that's a big thing.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
That's a
that's
big thing.
beautiful. That's I like that you put that way just because
I don't think you should change that. I think you should keep going with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, don't let go of that.
Maybe it's a little bit harsh of an expectation because that's how I
No.
live my life, and like I
No.
expect people are the
Is-
same.
I
when
would. It
come
would
up,
be a
but-
harsh expectation if you didn't live your life that way and you asked it of other people. So yeah, excellent. Well, actually, let's play this music video real quick. Yeah,
You
I'm
wanna
excited.
introduce it?
Yeah, you want to introduce this? It's a big
Yes.
day.
This is
So it's
How
your
to
How to Love.
How to Love by
Pill.
and OG
OG.
Baby Blu Benz.
Yeah.
Let's
Hope
go.
you guys like it.
Took a piece of my heart like I knew you would buy. That's okay, you probably need it anyway. Took a piece of my heart like I knew you would buy. That's okay, you probably need it anyway. Can't you see? I have no ill intentions for you. Can't you see? I have no ill
don't need you to be, I just need you alone with me. I'll find a way to hide away, keeping you close to me. Don't wanna escape, you can't even relate how I feel today. I'm not okay, just wanna run away.
Took a piece of my heart life, I knew you would buy. That's okay, you probably need it anyway. Took a piece of my heart life, I knew you would buy. That's okay, you probably need it anyway.
Oh my God, I love that. That was so good. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
The music was good. The video was amazing.
yes.
It's like all the pink, I'm for that. And then the knives, I'm like all about knives. And the collab was just amazing.
Yeah.
I want to
Great
shout
work,
out
guys.
the guy who made the video, which
Yeah.
is shot by Phantom.
Yeah, shout out by Phantom. That's the man.
Yeah, he's.
I found a
And
clip
shout
from
out.
that video before you released it somehow and like put it on my Instagram story. I didn't know that that's the song that the video that you're releasing.
Let's get
And
it
they were like, how
promoted.
did you find that? I'm just like a little sleuth on the internet over here.
That's fire. Hey, and shout out Vegan Junk Food too for just letting
Yeah, I
us
saw
use their
that.
diner. That shit was so lit.
Yeah, that guy was
Yeah.
really nice. He said, "Come in here, do a music video." He helped us set up everything. Have a lot of really supportive people in the community.
Yeah, that was like
Nice.
so nice too. Like it's amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
No, that was
Yeah.
that was a fire music video. Fucking just the singing
like
was
so
all on
pro.
point. It's,
Yeah.
I always love when a song can just hit all the points. You know, where it's just like where I enjoy it all the way through. Where yeah, that was really dope.
It had a really
dope.
good flow to it. And did you have black contacts in at one point?
I did,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Everyone
That was
keeps
really
asking.
cool.
Yeah,
It was very scary in a very
Yeah.
cool way.
Good. That's what I was doing.
I didn't want to say it just in case your eyes were always like that, and I didn't notice.
They are.
I didn't know she had
Turns to a
those until
demon.
she went to she had like a show the other day, and then I'm like, "What's wrong with your eyes?" And she's like,
I was like, "What are you talking about?"
She's like, I'm ripped.
These are cool.
"This is her
I want
at
to
her
get white
natural
ones,
state."
just like all white. I think that's even creepier. Honestly.
yeah,
It's
some
like,
hops
are
and
your
stuff.
No
pupils in the
people.
back of your head right now? Like,
if you come watch me perform at Rainbow City, I'm always wearing something absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
when's
Every
your
time.
next performance there?
The 30th and the 31st.
Check it
Yes.
out.
Actually, I'll see you for the last laugh Sunday.
Yeah.
Sweet,
Yeah.
I'm on that show.
All right.
Oh,
I'll
for
be
real?
there too.
Yeah.
Are you a comedian too?
I'm
Last
not,
night.
no.
Oh, okay.
It's
No.
it's does they do a combination of music and comedy.
Oh,
so
okay.
a nice little fusion show.
All right.
They're
Well,
also
send me
doing a runway.
the flyer because I want to go to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, please do. What was that?
I heard they're also doing a runway show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a fashion runway
Fucking A.
show. So.
Yeah, I love everything that VIIDead does, and we're actually having her on here that day because it's Sunday.
Oh,
And
we
it's
are?
their birthday, so we're gonna have
Right.
I
Yeah.
need to keep up.
yeah. This is like
Well,
who?
I knew she was going to be on the show, but I didn't know it was going to be on that same day.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep, same day. So yeah, I guess as far as like live performances, is that something that you do a lot of? I remember I actually met you through Masquerade Open Mic, which was an open mic that Ajay, the sound guy who's taking care of us every week on both Smoke Break and Off the Cuff, we had this open mic, and that's how I met you. And yeah, so what's your experience with like live performances? Is that something you're doing more of?
Yeah, so I started out at the Big Legrowski. I met you, started performing there. I really got put on through Echo the Savage. I saw him performing at Killer Burger, and I was like, who is that?
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was just ordering a burger. I'd never done music before or anything. I
Really?
just did it by myself, yeah. And someone was like, go talk to him. So I talked to him. I said, hey, I make music. And he's like, come on down. So we started making music together. He put me onto the Big Legrowski. That's when I met you. Started performing there. Joined a band called Nice Marmot that performs at the Big Legrowski. And from there, I just noticed I kept getting, the universe just keeps sending me all these connections.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if I don't look for music always finds me.
Yeah.
So I was grateful enough to meet D3M at Rainbow City, and they kind of introduced me to the scene again. I'd been out for a while, and here I am.
Wow.
Glad you're
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the universe providing.
Yeah. And that was my first music video, by the way.
Oh,
Your
wow.
first
And
music
it was
video.
so fire, too.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah.
good. Seriously, I'm not just saying that. I really enjoyed it, and I want to watch it again. Is it
We're
going to be
actually
on
gonna
YouTube
play it
soon?
one more time.
Okay.
Yes, it will be on YouTube. We plan to release it on the 18th, I believe.
Yep.
Friday. So look out.
Okay.
Look out
And then
for
you
it.
said that you were in a band. Are you still in a actual band too? And like what kind of music was it?
The most recent band I was in was D3M. I'm not in that one anymore, so I'm just kind of doing an independent thing. I'm looking to work with like individual artists because I really do want to expand the music I do. So I've been trying to get on more work with Xavier because he has some awesome shit. OG, Shea Guapo. Pretty much immerse myself in the Rainbow City location and try to work with every artist that comes in and out of there, you know, if they have the will and the passion to do so.
Yeah.
You know?
And while we're talking about Rainbow City, like what is your goal? Like walking, you know, like if you were to walk away in 5 years, 10 years, what is your goal ultimately for Rainbow City?
I want to be able to step away and for it to keep going.
Yeah. That's a great goal.
And as the music scene expands and as the place develops, you know, that's another big reason why I'm looking to find someone. It's hard to find
like a Charlie. Like just give him the chocolate
someone
factory.
who's like really, really passionate about what they do, and is willing to dedicate their life to it.
Yeah.
And who's to say where it's going to be in 5 years? You know.
Yeah.
And that's another reason I want to open up my own venue.
Yeah.
Is so I can.
So you want to like perfect this one, pass it to Charlie, and then start another one and like do the same thing there, but
exactly, yeah, and expand the scene in Portland because there's so many people moving here.
Yeah.
From you know, from California to wherever else, and you know, I know there's only so much infrastructure in Portland, and there's you know been the same places for a while when it comes to clubs. So it's like, you know, what's gonna happen, and it's crazy. There's a lot of DJs and a lot of names popping up, and things are developing really quick. So, you know, who's to say? You know.
Yeah, I do feel like there aren't enough venues here in Portland, so y'all need to get on it. Not just you, but other people need to start opening up some venues because there are so many artists here that need a space to just.
And enough
to
with
create
the
and just
like there's so much gatekeeping and weird intentions that I get from people too, which is why I want to do this myself, is because there's so many people who either like drama or they like power, and it just and that's also business. And the music business is like one of the hardest businesses to do. So it's like
to actually make a footprint anyway,
yeah. Instead of pushing other artists down and having a big ego,
it's like how do I lift you up?
Other up?
Well, this was a common thing for comedy like years ago in California. Joe Rogan talked about it on his podcast quite a bit. How the scene for comedy used to be very, very like in the Comedy Store, people would like push others down quite a bit.
Absolutely.
And then there was a certain point where him and some other comedians went in there and started making podcasts and working with each other and bringing each other up. And they had way more success in the end, bringing everyone up instead of trying to climb to the top and push each other down.
I'm not a fan of Joe Rogan at all, for the record, at
I
all.
Like
but I do like the fact that he is all about community and bringing up everybody, because I think that we need to come from a place of abundance. Like there's enough for all of us to,
exactly.
to have
and
a piece of the cake.
I do like that point quite a bit. And it's like, you know, there's at some point I feel like there's got to be something very similar that happens with the music industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
May not happen right away, but at least we could try to make it work in Portland.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know?
Like, but you know,
be more inclusive.
I feel like, you know, between like all of us, like you're trying you're getting a venue and you're trying to put other artists up, you know, like we're getting a show and we're trying to put other artists up. Like this is the start of that. So.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and we really want to work with more like studios and people like you actually who have venues to, you know, like go ahead and like siphon your artists over here so we can also prop them up too.
I'm also calling out all the dubstep producers because it's almost
calling you out,
impossible to
dubstep
find right now. I've been looking, there's tons and tons of DJs, but it's hard to find dubstep producers.
Yeah,
like
honestly I feel like dubstep was really popular in 2010. and I think we should bring it back because I really loved it. Like
It's changed
yeah.
quite
I was
a bit
always
over the
dancing in
years.
2010 to
Yeah,
I'm a little
listened to
bit
stuff
older.
back then, and it's
so
so
Skrillex.
different.
I've been
and
around the
I
scene for
love,
a
I
while.
loved Skrillex when he first came out. That shit was all of it.
Yeah.
Who?
The,
All of
the
Skrillex.
production
And
now is
RP.
insane.
Who?
I was like RP. What is his name? Avicii.
Yeah, Avicii. Yeah.
Avicii.
Oh.
RP Avicii, man.
Yeah.
That was a big. That one totally hit the EDM, the dubstep culture totally. I felt it.
What's on your end? Are you trying to, like next 5 years? Like, what do you want to see happen for you?
For myself, well, okay, so yeah, really just like, yeah, I just want to collab. I just want to collab with people,
He
Just
already
like,
said too. He's going to space.
yeah,
And space.
and go into space with it.
That's a real thing. That's a real
Yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Yeah, it
I listen.
Yeah,
I
I believe
didn't
it.
say it wasn't.
I'm saying, take me with you. Take me,
forget
get me
his
out of
name.
here.
I
No,
think it's
kidding.
Cypress Doja.
Get off
or
this rock.
Cypress something. He's a musician,
Mhm.
and he posted on his Instagram how he's in 2000, like 15 years from now.
Mhm.
They have this test shuttle going to space, and he reserved a spot on it to record a music video.
That shit's expensive
seen
though.
D-
That's really
DDG.
cool, but damn, it's expensive.
Right?
It's like
Yeah.
5
Like,
million
how
or something.
cool is
like,
that? So-
Yeah.
Or $250,000, I think is what it is actually.
Yeah,
But
fuck.
yeah, a couple dollars.
I can't afford to film a normal music video.
Let alone in space.
Imagine.
So, are we ready for this segment, the rapid
Yeah.
fire
Yeah,
segment?
let's do it. Let's
okay.
do it.
So, this is a new segment called Off the Cuff Rapid Fire.
Pew pew.
Oh yeah, it kind of.
There we go. We figured
Yeah.
it out.
So this is where we will say a word and you say whatever comes to your mind. So it'll involve music, but
Pickle.
Cheese.
Oh, it has to involve music.
yeah.
Okay.
Strawberry is the answer.
Yeah, strawberry.
There's actually a correct answer. And if it's not strawberry,
What
you
is
What about you?
strawberry?
You
Okay.
didn't say yours, Oji.
I said cheese.
Oh, you said cheese. That's right. That's right. Okay.
That doesn't have to
I'm
do with
gonna
music.
say Doja Cat.
Hot.
Yes.
Hot.
That's good.
Yeah.
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 That's a good answer.
First word or first phrase that comes to
Okay.
mind.
Penguin.
All right.
I don't know why that came to my head.
Happy feet.
I'm not
Happy
good.
feet. Oh, two penguins.
Come on.
All right.
I love this. Doja Dog. No. Hip hop.
Nicki Minaj.
That's it. Eminem.
Guapo.
Screamo.
Skrillex.
Death Proof.
Oh. Is that?
I said guapo.
For
Oh,
Screamo?
okay.
Oh, for Screamo. I didn't hear that last part.
Yeah, we're going fast.
Too much caffeine. Screamo. Solving King.
All right. Bob Marley.
Weed.
Me too.
Dutchy.
Dutch Bros.
Sunshine.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's see. What about guitar?
Hero.
We're about to get Guitar Hero up in here actually
No
for
way.
us to play before and after our show.
Oh
Yep.
my
gonna
god.
be
We were
sick
just
as fuck.
talking
We just
about
got a
that on the
couch
drive
for it.
here. That's awesome.
Les Paul.
Les Paul? Okay.
What did you say again? Guitar? Oh,
Guitar
guitar.
Hero, Les Paul. What did you say?
Guitar.
Garage band.
Garage Band. Okay.
Yeah.
Garage band.
Oh, that's what we're getting, not Guitar Hero, right? Okay.
Even better.
Same thing, pretty much. Warehouse.
Party.
Rainbow City.
Ooh.
It's not a
EDM.
warehouse.
EDM.
Yes,
Okay.
I mean, Rainbow City's not a warehouse, but I don't know why I thought that. It used to be kind of.
Used to kind of be.
Yes, yeah, definitely. And the last one for me, let's see. I think I'm gonna go with boy band.
Big Time Rush.
The first thing that came to my head was D3M.
Nice.
Different type of boy band.
They are boys. They are in a band.
There are boys in there in a band.
One Direction, I guess. That's-
Okay.
Let's go. Shout out.
Zane approves. Zane
I
approves.
have one more. Electronic.
That song, buy it, use it, break it, fix it. What's
Oh
that?
yeah, I like that one. I'm just
Technologic-
picturing the music video with like the little
Yeah.
head. The
Yeah,
little
that's what I thought of.
creepy head.
Planet 99. Planet 1999. I believe so.
Okay.
Or they're cool band or they're cool label.
Shout
I
out
think I
Moon
know
Boy.
this. Moon Boy. I'll have to check that one out.
Oh,
All right.
is that that cat on YouTube?
He does serum tutorials.
Yeah. That cat's dope.
He's
you say
great.
serum tutorials?
Yeah, it's like
that's another music program. It's like that's how you like make noises. Like
okay,
you
have to explain this stuff to me. I'm still learning.
No, we're all
I feel
together.
really the only reason I'm doing this show is so I can learn enough about music so I can make
Start
my own
making it,
music eventually.
Purely selfish reasons.
Listen though, it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some real time to explain all that.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have an episode just about serum and the different programs.
Yeah, that's fine.
You
We
can
could do a little
come back and
tutorial.
teach me everything. Like, this is for our show,
Serum
but I'm
with
like on the
Des.
computer learning. Cool. All right, so we have one more song that we will be playing, or that you'll be performing.
And then we'll do socials.
That we're excited about.
Right.
Yep. So awesome.
Are we ready?
Yes. The song is called Tiger. I wore the appropriate outfit.
Ooh, I love it.
I've missed you so much as you've been away at sea. Welcome home, Daddy, welcome home to me. Welcome home, Tiger, I've been waiting for you. Welcome home, Tiger, don't you leave, it makes me blue. Because I'm so in love with you, oh baby. And everything that you do, it's crazy. I'm so in love with you. You make me so fucking wild. My heart longs for you when you are out in the world. Come back home, Daddy, come back to your baby girl. She thinks about you when other boys are around. Come back home, Tiger, where I'll keep you safe and sound. Because I'm so in love with you, oh baby. And everything that you do, it's crazy. I'm so in love with you. You make me miss feeling wild. I fear our time together is coming to an end. Word is by bottle that you are hooked again. But I'll continue to write, and you will be just fine. Just hope you take my advice and come home tonight. Because I'm so in love with you, oh baby. And everything that you do, it's crazy. I'm so in love with you. You make me so fucking wild.
Woo!
Hey.
That shit was fire.
Hey.
That
Solid.
was Pill on Off the Cuff.
Absolutely.
Someone said that your singing needs to be in a movie, and I agree.
Yay.
Like Moana or
Absolutely.
something. You can be the voice of like
Yeah.
a Disney character.
It's like the really sad scene where they're like doing drugs and you're like, I hope they're okay.
Oh my god, this song is about drug addiction.
Okay,
Fucking A.
I was going to ask about
Yeah.
that.
It's your boy.
So, when you're talking about being in love, are you talking about like an actual person, or is it more?
Yeah,
like
so
drugs?
this song is a metaphor for a person who got addicted to heroin. It says, word is by bottle that you're hooked again. They're actually a fisherman on an Alaskan fishing boat, and they got addicted to heroin. So I used the metaphor of being a fisherman for his addiction and it being
So
and being
very much
hooked.
story like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's something I've noticed, like in the music industry, is a big thing is addiction and drug use and drinking, and I found that it's really hard to escape that in the music industry and to find a sober setting, you know. So I use a lot of that inspiration in my songs and
Yeah.
people I meet and like all that kind of stuff, but I constantly am trying to promote, you know, how can we fight that
Yeah, as somebody who's very similarly like the same way, where it's like I talk a lot about like addiction and stuff like that, because it's one of those things where it's like you have to have the courage to get up on stage, and that courage sometimes comes in a bottle, it sometimes comes in a pipe, it sometimes comes in a needle. So
normalized in the musical industry, you know. I'm really trying to help artists break away from that. And
yeah. No, I appreciate the message, and I genuinely appreciate all three of you for coming on, because this has just been a really great talk, and everyone talked into the microphones, so I'm fucking so grateful. This episode's gonna sound great. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for having
us.
us.
Yeah, so we have VIIDead, Pill, and OG Baby Benz, Baby Blu Benz. And I just wanted y'all to shout out your socials and everything, or if you have anything that you want to release to the world, let us know now.
Yeah,
because the world is watching.
VIIDead,
and listening.
the Roman numeral 7Dead. You can find me on SoundCloud, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, TikTok, all over those. And I just released a EP, Paroxysm, which means extremely aggressive, pretty much. I just released a EP this last month, and then I have a new song coming out called Control.
You're busy.
Called Control, and that's going to be coming out on the 15th. I'm working like 18-hour days, and just I barely sleep. I'm an insomniac.
Right.
I'm an insomniac. I'm a workaholic, so like I'm just always doing
can relate.
stuff.
Like, doesn't understand.
I've probably I've not been the best friend sometimes. And,
I can relate with that one. Heavy.
It's hard for me to even go a day without doing something.
Yeah,
I feel very sad about it if I don't do it.
No, I definitely. I can relate with you heavy on that one. So definitely.
But yeah, you can find me everywhere. Thank you guys
Spotify
so much for having
Absolutely.
me. I appreciate it.
It's 111.
Yeah.
You can find me on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. I'm under Pill. So there's P!L and then PIL, either or. I'm on both. I just made an Instagram. I just got on social media. I'm super anti-social media, but I'm like, hey, I need to promote myself.
Yeah.
So LOL Pill. That's me.
LOL Pill. Excellent.
Yeah, and you can find me. You can find me on SoundCloud, fucking Spotify.
And it's your whole name?
Yeah, just OG Baby Blu Benz.
How can you forget that?
BLU. You know.
BLU.
And so like get ready for our drops, because we're dropping How to Love soon.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm adding that to my Spotify.
Next week we're dropping How to Love.
As soon as it's out.
Yeah,
I'm
send
adding
us
it
a
to my
link so we
Spotify.
can promote that.
I'm actually gonna drop it. I'm actually dropping meant to be like right before our song too. So we're gonna have like
some big things coming up.
Yeah, some big things coming up. There's two little songs for this year, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Two little songs.
People in Portland are working right now. If you're not working, you're gonna fall behind. So everybody step up your game.
You heard it here first, folks. All right. Well, that has been Off the Cuff with Des and Zane. I have been Zane Thomas.
And I am Carissa Des. Thank you so much for listening, watching. Make sure that you follow our YouTube, follow our socials, Carissa Des on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere else. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you get notifications for when we're live, because you don't want to miss this shit. Like, you hear stuff for the first time on our show. You hear songs for the first time on our show. We're important in the music scene because we're like lifting up these local artists, but also we talk about music in general. And if you're a listener from a different state, thank you so much for listening.
Absolutely. Yep. I'm at It's Zane Thomas on Instagram. And other than that, thank you guys so much.